So you want to go down to the link in the description and find the Gorilla Tag Mod.io guide. You then want to click on the GitHub link, then click code and download zip. You then want to extract it. You then want to go to Unity Hub, add project from disk, and find your project. And if you don't have the right version, it may show this. But it really doesn't matter as long as you're in the 2022.3 versions, like around that. Nothing like 2021 or 2023 or any newer things or 2019. Anything like that will not work. Once you're in the project, you may have these errors, but they're just temporary. You just have to click clear and then it should work. Shut up, Alexa, goddamn. You can then go to scenes and then the sample scene down there. This is literally just beginner block, but it uses every element, I think. Yeah, literally every element that this has to use. And we are going to create our own map also using every single element. So let's do it right now here with the Sigma, bro. Like actually with the Sigma. We are now going to create our scene. You then want to create an empty game object. Make sure it's 000. Search for GT and then click map descriptor. Here you can add the name of your map, add a skybox, and we can set the light map data to off because we are not going to make lights for this map. I also recommend adding Pro Builder. We can then click Tools, Pro Builder window, and drag it up there. We're going to click New Shape and add a plane. Make it any size you want. I'm now going to add a texture to it. As you can see here, I went for a grass texture. I then dragged in the spawn point. And because I did that, I realized that it was way too big. So I had to change up the map. Because you see that little circle in the middle of that? That's around the size that the player is going to be. So you want to make sure that everything is scaled to that proportion. We are then going to add a surface override settings to this object. You need to add this to almost every object so you can change the hit sounds, the slide, the bounciness, everything like that. So you see here I'm gonna be changing the hit sound to grass rock, which is just like the grass sound. We are now going to make a bouncy object. So I'm going to create a cube, call it bounce, and then I'm going to add a material to it, which I'm just going to copy paste the gold and make it blue. I'm then going to move it, scale it a bit, move it to where I want it to be. And I'm just you gotta make sure that everything is precise and how you want it, as this is a VR game and you can look up to every detail. You can look into every detail. So it's very important to make sure that everything. I'm then gonna add the surface settings and make the hit sound. The hit sound metal because it's metal, which I end up changing later. And then make it bouncy. As you can see here, I added object for every physics material, bouncy, slippery stuff, and all the main hit sounds. And I'm now gonna make a wall. I'm now gonna make a wall to separate them. And the only reason I didn't do every hit sound is because it's not just hit sounds. It literally has every single sound. Every sound in Gorota you can make an object make. Like even like cosmetic sounds and all that. We are now going to add a tag zone. This is basically just going to make you get tagged when you walk into it, as we are adding literally everything. And in here we are going to delete that script because that script will make it where you can't see the placeholder, which is what you're supposed to do for most maps, but right now we want to see it so we can test it better in game. We are now going to add a tell point. We are now adding the map boundary. This is basically going to make it so when the player falls off the map and they touch that, they respawn. Now going to add this wind tunnel thing. It's the same thing that pushes you up to go into clouds. This is different from the thing that pushes the gliders up. It is the thing that will take you to clouds, not push your glider. And speaking of gliders, we are now going to add the gliders. All you have to do is copy paste these placeholders wherever you want. And now I'm going to skip over this and show you how to add the wind tunnels to push the gliders. Okay, so you just drag it in, and you can also change the settings for how much force it pushes you, like how much and all that. And you just want to copy paste it twice. Copy paste it again. This time rotate it so it pushes you backwards. So you go up, up, and then push back. So this is the way we're gonna work. So this is how we're gonna do it. And now let's go on to water. So water is also extremely easy. You drag it in, scale it down, and then you're done. Just place it wherever you want. It'll change from placeholder to actual water once you build a map and test it in game, which we are going to do now. Wait, I forgot about one thing. I'm gonna create a slippery wall type thing. So basically, it's stone wall, you convert up, and then eventually you hit the slipperies. But now we are going to build it and test it. So you have to go to your empty game object, go to level descriptor, make sure your map is named, everything should be set up, export map, make sure that name is correct, and then export. Once it's done exporting, it should look like this. You can just click OK, and it should be good. Now I'm showing you how to upload it to mod.io. Okay, so you can set your name. I'm going to set the name to test the map. And then I'm going to just set the summary to, this is a map for our hut, you know, yeah, stuff like that. Now let's get the picture for your map. Okay, so you just got to find a good area for a picture. Windows Shift S for a screenshot, and just get the whole thing. Well, you don't have to do this, but I recommend doing it like more professionally, but this is just, you know, simple way. The rest of the process is pretty straightforward, so I'm not going to show the rest of it. You'll figure it out yourself. Like, it's very, very easy. So now all you have to do is just test it in game. But before that, make sure you click subscribe on your own map, or it won't pop up in game. So now that we're in here on Gorota, we just need to head to the arcade. Whoa, spooky.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Okay, and then now that we're here, we just click terminal, and it probably won't show your things, but you want to click option, so it shows all maps. And then you go down, and you find your map, test map, select, then select again. And now that it's loaded, I just realized that it's tilted. So we're gonna test everything else. So that's our bouncy thing. Bouncy. Okay. And this is ice. So this is ice. And this is like buggy. And this is like ice you'd use for racing and stuff. Like, it gives you like a speed boost. Oh, we just fell. And look, the boundary will teleport us back and tag us. We can see that this works. Grass. Stone, which is default. Metal. And wood. You can go to a tag zone. It should tag you, but it's very buggy and stuff. And it will lag your game for a second. Teleporters. You know, it'll teleport us. Then we have water right here. I don't know what happened. Alright, and then we head over here. Oh, see, this is our wind thing. We should have kept the model so you can actually see, but that's what will make you go up, like the cloud stuff. And this is slippery wall, so a slippery wall test. So you go up, oh, and slippery wall, so you can't fall forward. I went through the thing again. And we're gonna go to the glider. And we're back up. That's exactly what I wanted to do. But it kind of worked. I imagined it a bit. Kinda. Let's try that again. I mean, it kind of worked out how I did it. You just go through here. You get to this one, you turn around. Go up, point up. There you go. That's how it's supposed to work. You can make custom maps now. Now you know.